Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wings Weekly. This week, we'll talk about the NHL Central Division standings. We'll also talk with Coach Anzalone and a special honor being given to one of the Aberdeen Wings players. That and more is coming up on this week's edition of Wings Weekly. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Wings Weekly, and let's take a look at the NHL Central Division standings. Right now, sitting atop is the Minot Minotauros, 18-8-3 with 39 points. Right behind them, the Austin Bruins at 15-7-8 with 38 points. The Bismarck Bobcats jumping into the third spot, 15-14-1 and 31 points. And, of course, the Aberdeen Wings right at the fourth spot, 13-15-2 with 28 points. And in the fifth spot, Brookings Blizzard, 10, 12, 5, and 25 points. So another big weekend coming up in the NHL Central Division standings and in games. You can check all of them out at NEHL.com. Just click on scores or standings and follow the games, and you can watch and listen to each and every game and every team in the NEHL at FastHockey.com. Coming up next, we'll talk with Aberdeen Wings coach Francis Anzalone here on Wings Weekly.
The Aberdeen Wings take on the Bismarck Bobcats at ODI Center this Saturday. Doors open up at 5:30. Get there early for great beer specials. Enjoy food from the Wings concession stand, Taps Bully's Chop House booth, or enjoy a tasty frozen yogurt from the Cherry Berry booth. Swing by the Wings Pro Shop and find a gift for that Wings fan in your family. General admission tickets just $10. Reserve seating just $12. Plus, this Saturday is Ugly Christmas Sweater Night with an Ugly Christmas Sweater contest during the second intermission. Also bring a toy for a donation to underprivileged kids in the Aberdeen area and receive $2 off admission. Come see the #1 show in the North American Hockey League this Saturday as your Aberdeen Wings take on the Bismarck Bobcats inside the ODI Center.
Go Wings.
And joining us now is Coach Anzalone from the Aberdeen Wings. And Coach, we're getting right at the mid-season. That was literally our 30th game, so we're right at the halfway mark. And how do you think the team's coming along here all together?
Well, we're definitely in a rough patch right now. There's no way to sugarcoat this. We've lost 7 games in a row. No one on the staff, none of the players are happy about this. We had a good meeting this week. We talked a little bit about the situation that we're in. First thing you got to determine before you talk about where you want to go is where you are. We clearly know where we are. We're working, we're plugging, we're trying to get better every day. There have been a lot of positives with our team in the first half, but we'd just be kidding ourselves if we didn't acknowledge the fact that we are in a really difficult patch right now, and we're working with a lot of enthusiasm to try and get out of it in practice, because you've got to practice before you can play the game on Friday night. So you might as well have good practices. That's the first step, and that's what we're trying to do this week.
And just my curiosity, when we go throughout the entire season, do you work on particular things? You work on this part of the game, and then maybe over the few games you work on this part of the game, and eventually it all comes together, especially for a late season run?
I think what you have to do is you have to race to get great at your strengths, and you have to train your weaknesses, and you have to find a balance. So you have to work on the things that you obviously need to get way better at, and you also need to still touch on the things that you're pretty good at, so you can try to get really, really good, or at least strive to be great at those things. It's no different than when you show video as a coach. You do need to show the players the improvement areas, but it's also good to let them know what the positives are, especially in ruts like this that we're in. It's so easy for the players and for the staff, for that matter, to get caught up in the negatives. We haven't played horrible hockey. We need to play more emotional hockey. And that's something that we can work at, and that's something that we are working at. So it is a little bit of both, Ward. You never want to lose sight of the things you're doing well. You have to hang your hat on something good.
Exactly. And, Coach, a couple of positives that came out of this week, I guess, and as our organization is, we always want to move guys on into the next level. Talk about forward Ronnie Hine getting a call up to the USHL, a chance to kind of play in the next level up, I guess you could say, in Tier 1.
It was a great opportunity for Ronnie, and he performed quite well. I got to look at some of the video of his Friday night game against Sioux City, and my understanding from their staff is that he was solid, and He certainly enjoyed the experience, and that's what we're about. We want to get the heck out of this losing streak as quickly as we possibly can. We also want to move players on and help them develop and get to the levels that they want to be at. So it was a great experience for Ronnie. I think he enjoyed his time in the USHL. And what I'm really excited about with Ronnie is how enthusiastic he's been this week. He enjoyed the experience. He thinks he got a lot out of it. And he's ready to help the Aberdeen Wings and grow that much more as a player. I think that's a great sign.
You bet. And always moving them up into the next level, Coach. We're getting around to the mid part of the season, which I have to imagine a lot of college coaches are starting to take even closer looks at some of the players. What are we doing differently, I guess, with on and off the ice training techniques to try and get these guys into the next level or show these coaches that they're ready for that Division I commitment?
Well, obviously the college coaches don't see what we do in the weight room. Our weight room plan is pretty sound. One thing about this group is they have a lot of passion for the weight room and getting better off the ice. Last year's group was the same with the great facilities that we have and the brand new weight room that's 12 steps from where we are right now in the locker room. Everything's obviously is one. What can sometimes alter your weight room plan is your schedule and the type of practices you're trying to have. For example, if you're going to do a lot of skating in practice, or you're going to have longer practices that are a little bit more intense, sometimes you got to back off maybe what you do with the lower body. So you got to be smart. There is a balance. We do a lot of different things in the weight room. We'll really start to make our tweaks in the weight room when we hit the second half by about the middle of January. We'll scale back a little bit, just acknowledging by it, at that point we're probably going to be around game 38 or 40. And for as much as it starts to come together by that point, it is easy for the body and the mind to get tired. So you got to be smart with what you do off the ice because you never want to lose the quality of work that you do on it.
And Coach, there's a holiday break coming up now, and what are the players anticipating? I mean, everybody's excited to probably go home.
Well, we've got to stay focused. We've got to stay focused because we should, and we've got to stay focused because we can't not be focused right now. Right. We can't afford to have anything but a great game on Friday night. No one likes this boat that we're in. And so there is no holiday break as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's in the back of everybody's mind. The most important thing is Friday night, that particular game in Brookings. We've got to have a great game on Friday in Brookings. We've got to have a great start. We've got to have a great first 5 minutes. And then we can talk about Saturday. Then after Saturday, we can talk about the holiday break. So it's in the back of everybody's minds. But I really believe this group wants to get the heck out of this hole. And they want to do it on Friday night. They want to have great practices this week. And it is a fair question. And it is on the mind of a lot of coaches. It's not really on my mind right now. One thing we are is pretty focused on getting out of this for each other, getting out of this for our fans, and getting better here every day this week so we're in the best possible position to play the best possible game we can on Friday night.
You bet. And Coach, thanks for taking some time today. And we'll talk more about Bjorn Sigurdarson. He has been received an honor from his native homeland of Iceland. We'll tell you all about that next here on the Wings Weekly.
The Aberdeen Wings Pro Shop is the best place to find that special something for that special Wings fan in your family this holiday season. The Wings are at home Saturday, December 20th. The Wings Pro Shop opens at 5:30 p.m. You can find sweaters, pullovers, caps, t-shirts, memorabilia, and of course, replica Wings jerseys. They're all available at the Wings Pro Shop, located in the lower concourse. Find that special something for the special Wings fan this holiday. Shop the Aberdeen Wings Pro Shop.
And a big thanks to Wings coach Anzalone for joining us today on Wings Weekly. Now we switch gears and we talk about Bjorn Sigurdarson, our forward from Reykjavik, Iceland, having been named the 2014 Icelandic Hockey Player of the Year from the Icelandic Ice Hockey Federation. A great honor, the biggest honor actually in all of Iceland hockey. So congratulations to Bjorn Sigurdarson. Of course, represented his native team in the U16, the U18, U20, and in the men's national team as well. Last season, as a member of the Aberdeen Wings, did score the 13 goals and 25 assists. And in that season, last year, he did represent his native team, Iceland, in the World Junior Championships in Malmö, Sweden, where he had 4 goals and 4 assists in 5 games. And this year so far, 7 goals and 6 assists for the Aberdeen Wings in the 2014-2015 season. A huge honor for Bjorn Sigurdarson, the Aberdeen Wings, and of course Bjorn's family and everybody back in Iceland. We congratulate you and wish you the best for the rest of the season. Do want to say also that coming up this weekend, Friday night we'll be on the road taking on the Brookings Blizzard, but on Saturday night back here inside the ODI Center taking on the Bismarck Bombcats, and that will be ugly sweater night. So go up to the attic, dig out your ugly old sweaters, and wear those to the game. That's going to be a lot of fun. During the second intermission, we'll have an ugly sweater contest for everybody to join in on. Another thing that's very cool about Saturday night is that we're asking you to bring a toy donation, and please have it packaged, as all the toys will be donated to underprivileged children in the Aberdeen area. It's a great opportunity for the Wings organization and the Wings community of fans to help out. And with your donation of a toy, you will receive $2 off admission at the gate. And also, kids, listen up. Guess what? The old Jolly St. Nick himself will be running around the ODI Center during the game Saturday night, as Santa will be here, and you can take pictures, sit on his lap, ask him for whatever you want for Christmas. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, also just a heads up or a reminder that on the New Year's Eve this year, December 31st, we will be taking on the Brookings Blizzard here inside the ODI Center. We're going to have a lot of details about that game coming up. You can check us out on Facebook and Twitter and keep up with those. Also check out everything from schedules to stats, rosters, and more, and all of our different promotions going on at our website at aberdeenwings.com. That's been this week's Wings Weekly.